Some of the industry key indicators on the way up. Let's talk about it in Today in Mortgages. Hey, what's up, Dreammakers? Welcome back to the show. We're talking about what's real, what's hype, and what you should actually be paying attention to out there in the world of mortgage and real estate news. It's Today in Mortgage. Rich is back with me again today. Rich, how are we doing?
Good morning, Michael.
Awesome. Well, hey, I heard you got to get out in the mountains and do some skiing this weekend, maybe the last one of the season.
A little spring snowboarding session.
Okay,
It
very
was
cool.
more like surfing.
Got a little slushy out there, huh?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's talk about something that is not so slushy. We're looking at some home sale and price and inventory stats today. You sent me an article from National Mortgage Professional. It says home sales rise along with prices and inventory. So, Rich, right off the bat, let's just talk about what this is saying. Can you give me some of the numbers that this article is going through?
Well, it's just year-over-year improvements. So we've seen, and month over month. So we've seen home sales rise 4.2%, which is great news. We needed that. Obviously, we're in the spring market, so this is the time where you're going to see more homes sold. So that's good news. Even inventory's up. Inventory's up over 17% of where we were last year. So, it's regional. Every region is up. All four regions are up, including home prices. So in the Northeast, it's over 10% increase in home prices.
Wow.
In Southwest, it's, 4%. So things are just improving over and over and over, month after month.
Rich, you say in these numbers we have a rise in inventory. We also have that rise in price. That feels kind of uncommon, right? If we have inventory going up, typically we might see prices coming down or stabilizing a little bit. What's causing those two things to happen at the same time?
Yeah, just demand. There's a lot of demand. First-time home buyer percentage of all buyers last month were 31%, where that's an increase in 3% from the month prior, where it was only 28% first-time home buyers. So as the interest rate ticks down, it opens up some affordability space. And when that happens, it gives them the ability to bid maybe a little bit higher, maybe step up and make an offer on a home a little beyond their reach, 5 months ago, but now it's there. So now they're making those offers, which is great news.
The article also points to a lot of pent up demand. We've talked about this a lot, Rich, but there is a huge wave of new first time home buyers, young buyers coming into the market. Tell me a little bit about what that looks like.
The biggest ever in history is coming through. 70 plus million people in the ages between 24 and 32 or 34. It's just incredible the amount of young buyers coming through. And that's why the demand continues to stay high. Even at the higher elevated interest rates, still the demand is there because housing is needed. We've got a housing shortage, which we've talked about many times, Michael. And it's just nice to see some movement in this arena.
Absolutely. So we obviously have a huge generation coming up, and that generation's kind of been delayed in making these purchases over the last several years because of these affordability programs. Sounds like that's finally come to a head, and maybe there is some greater affordability, or maybe we've finally got to the point where we're just getting into the market despite the circumstances. Rich, what's your sense of what this is going to do kind of for the year as we look at the rest of 2025?
I think we're going to see a better year than 2024. Everything's lining up to show that. We'll see, what all the changes with the new administration brings over the coming months, but still, housing's needed. It's more affordable today, with the interest rates coming down a scotch. And I just think we're going to continue to see more and more. And more importantly, Michael, there's $1.3 trillion in equity out there with our homeowners. So that's a lot of money that can be used in improving the homes, building on the homes, adding a tiny secondary, home in the backyard. There's a lot of things happening in the market right now because of all of that equity. If you're interested in a debt consolidation loan, because we know, we're over $1 trillion in revolving debt right now with American households. That's a lot of debt that can be refinanced at a lower interest rate and save you money. That might be time. Use the equity you've earned to consolidate some debt. Call somebody at Network Funding. Let them show you, a scenario that can save you a considerable amount of money every month. Never mind the interest rate. It's going to save you a ton. It's just like, Michael, if you came into the office one day and I said, I'm going to give you $1,000 raise a month, would you say no? Oh, of course you would say, yes, I'll take that raise. What if we could show you something saving you $1,000 a month? That's just like earning $1,000 a month. So give it a run.
Well, good deal, Rich. I'll have HR go ahead and contact you about that raise. But talking about the refinance products, Network Funding obviously offers a lot of great ones, and Network Funding's team is expanding right now. Rich, tell us about some of the things that people can find inside the network that's going to help them succeed this year.
Well, we've got a great community product that's great for not just purchase in certain geo areas in the cities that we're at, but also for refinance and cash out refinance. These interest rates are quite a bit lower. If you're located in those geo areas that cover the community product, that means you're getting a considerably lower interest rate than market. So if you want to hear more about that, reach out to a network funding originator and they'll hook you up.
Obviously, a slate of excellent tools that we offer, products and technology, as well as marketing here at the network. And we are here to make our loan officer succeed. And we're all about that in everything that we do. I'm trying to make mortgages simple for our borrowers, but also for our producers. So, Rich, any final things you want to mention in this article or just kind of in general as we come into this week?
Yeah, Michael, we just turned 27 years old at Network Funding. So I just want to remind people we've had some of the greatest originators in our industry that have been with us for a very long time. 27 years. We're no rookies to this industry. We know how to provide the best solutions to our originators. So join.nflp.com to get some information, or you can call me direct and we can have a confidential conference call.
Excellent. We'll put that link below. Rich, thanks for bringing the knowledge on all these subjects, and I appreciate everyone out there watching and listening wherever you are. We'll see you next time on Today in Mortgages. Today in Mortgages is produced by Network Funding LP, which is an equal housing lender, NMLS 2297. The content of this program is meant to be a commentary on mortgage and real estate news, and any discussion of rates and or products should not be taken as an individual mortgage or home buying advice or pricing estimates. And any commentary on this show should not be considered a promise to make a loan. All applicants for a loan must qualify, and you should consult a professional regarding your individual loan scenarios for your financial situation. Visit our website at nflp.com/licenses for all state licensing and other legal information.